Well, it's an interesting team news from Preston North End's point of view, with 3 changes from the draw at Norwich last time out, with Stephen Elliott, Barry Nicholson and Mawene missing out, and 3 players coming in, including Richard Chaplow, Chris Sedgwick and Neal Mellor. So the Preston North End side in full sees Andy Lonergan in goal, 4-4-2 in front of him of Callum Davidson, Sean St Ledger, W.Brown and Billy Jones returning to right back. In midfield, Ross Wallace, Richard Chaplow, Paul McKenna and Chris Sedgwick. It's Neal Mellor and Chris Brown, the 2 players who are leading the line in attack. On the substitutes bench, it's Mawene, Barry Nicholson, John Parkin, Stephen Elliott and Chris Neal. For Blackpool, they make just 1 change, with Welsh international David Vaughan missing out, and young on-loan Liverpool man Adam Hammill comes in for them. So they look like this. Paul Rachubka is in goal. It's also 4-4-2 in front of him. At the back, Sean Barker, Ian Evatt, Rod Edwards and Camara. In midfield, Gary Taylor-Fletcher, Keith Southern, Klaus Jorgensen and Adam Hammill. Up front, it's Alan Gow and Big Ben Burgess. On the substitutes bench for Blackpool, Marlon Broomes, Stephen McPhee, David Fox, Stephen Kabba and Lee Hendrie, as the 2 teams start to make their way out from the tunnel and walk out onto this pitch, which is bathed in sunshine and a really good atmosphere as well, building up for the start of this West Lancashire affair. And it'll be a hugely entertaining afternoon in prospect too, I'm sure. It always is when these 2 sides clash. It's one of the most eagerly awaited days of the season, as North End make the short trip along the M55, searching for their first win here in 16 years, when a memorable Tony Ellis strike sealed the points that day. Boss Alan Irvine will also be keen for a first win over the Seasiders as manager. The 2 sides just being introduced to each other ahead of the kick-off in a few minutes' time. Preston making 3 changes from that decent draw at Norwich last week. Richard Chaplow's return to full fitness means he can make his first start since September after a hamstring problem. Chris Sedgwick also returns to the starting lineup, along with Neal Mellor restored to attack with Chris Brown. So it'll be an opportunity for Mellor to make an impact, as he did coming off the bench at Carrow Road last week. And he will be looking to make his first start in 7 with a goal, alongside Chris Brown, who returned himself to action last week and scored very early on against his former side Norwich City. Paul McKenna has been there and done it, and he will know all about the rivalry between Blackpool and Preston. And Richard Chaplow, hoping that that hamstring injury is behind him once and for all, will be looking to impress. He was one of a number of players who impressed in the second half last week against Norwich, coming off the bench to really turn the tide. And Alan Irvine was disappointed not to have maybe come away with more than just a point. So we just catch a quick glimpse of Adam Hammill, the young Liverpool winger, who's a lively prospect. Irvine just watches on, waiting for the referee, who is Mike Dean. His opposite number, Simon Grayson. 2 managers desperate for the 3 points, having watched their rivals play yesterday in the Championship, and looking to make the most of this opportunity. It's a pretty good atmosphere inside Bloomfield Road, as you'd expect on Derby Day. Lots of flags and drums beating all around, with the Preston North End fans giving a good account of themselves. Blackpool who get us underway then. Preston North End looking for their first away victory since the opening day of the season against one of their main rivals in the table and also in the region as well. And it's Blackpool who have an early free kick. It's Adam Hammill who will strike it in towards the penalty area, but it's hooked clear. Mellor gives chase. Southern will try and play it forward, but Mellor will try and hold it up. Wallace with some good footwork. W.Brown looking for Callum Davidson. Nice touch. Preston coming forward. Chaplow on the overlap. Tries to deliver in towards the penalty area. Poor clearance. Chaplow once more. That's a better ball. Rachubka is able to claim. Lively opening here at Bloomfield Road as Blackpool now try to come forward themselves. St. Ledger able to clear the danger though. Mellor. Preston have it back. Players to aim for in the box. Here's Mellor in some space. First chance of the afternoon for Neal Mellor, Preston's top scorer, finding some space inside the penalty area, but unable to twist his shot in on goal and cause problems for Paul Rachubka. But Mellor with the first opportunity of the afternoon. Towering header at the back. Camara being closed down. Good work from C.Brown there. Being rewarded by the Preston fans who have made the short trip along the M55 this afternoon. Long ball forward. Brown brings it down. Chaplow almost on the end of it. Was there a foul there on Paul McKenna? Yes, there was, according to the referee. Free kick goes Preston's way. Mike Dean is experienced referee who will be used to games of this magnitude as it's played in towards the penalty area. Mellor again tries to bring it down. But, although Mellor does put the ball away, the referee's whistle has gone. I think it's Chris Sedgwick, the man who was adjudged to have fouled in the build-up there. Mellor did what he had to do and put the ball away, but the goal is ruled out. Burgess is the target man. Was fouled, according to the referee. Blackpool with this free kick in a central position. There's a few people interested in creating problems as Preston line up the wall. Hammill is the man who is putting it down. He's just 20 years of age, on loan from Liverpool, highly rated on Merseyside. It is Hammill who strikes it towards goal. Lonergan's missed it, and it's a good save by Lonergan, making amends for his error. But what a chance that was, falling for Blackpool. All came from the free kick which Hammill delivered in towards the box. Lonergan unable to grasp it at the first attempt, but he clawed it behind, reacting well for this corner kick. Ball is loose inside the penalty area. Preston living dangerously but managed to hack it clear. Mellor now takes over, leading the charge on the counter-attack. He's got players in the box to aim for. Mellor tries to pull it back, just delayed. That allowed the defender a chance to get back. Breathtaking stuff here early on at Bloomfield Road. Action at either end. Hammill brought down there, but the referee says play on. Southern on the ball. Feisty atmosphere now. The challenge is sliding in. Poor ball though from Gary Taylor-Fletcher. Straight out for a throw-in. Taylor-Fletcher's ball forward is poor, unable to reach Ben Burgess. He's playing alongside Alan Gow this afternoon. The two of them have formed a reasonable partnership. They've got 9 goals between them this season. Alan Gow is on loan from Rangers. He's scored 3 goals from his last 5 starts. Callum Davidson with the throw-in. He made his first start in 9 last weekend against Norwich. Back in action this afternoon. Mellor tries to play a ball in towards the box. C.Brown was waiting, but poor Rachubka able to get there first. Mellor's had a bright opening though. Taylor-Fletcher down the right-hand side. Preston doing their job defensively well. Davidson with the long throw. C.Brown is trying to battle for it. Evatt gets the clearance away. Gow and Burgess try to combine, but Callum Davidson was caught there on the knee. Dangerous looking challenge coming in from Ben Burgess. Free kick's gone Blackpool's way. Evatt looks long. And Burgess to Gow inside the penalty area. He goes down. Home fans looking to the referee for a penalty, but the referee keeping his hands by his side. Dangerous challenge inside the penalty area, but the referee letting play go on. Southern, he loses out. Chaplow. Good defending by Evatt. Sees out the danger from Preston's midfield man. Last start was back in September against Coventry. Has had problems with his hamstring. Wasn't risked from the off last weekend against Norwich. But he's back in the starting lineup, trying to win the ball back here, but unfairly so, according to the referee. Edwards looks after the free kick. Camara is free on the left-hand side. Played forward by Camara. Jorgensen to Southern. Preston harrying Blackpool early on here, closing them down when they're on the ball, forcing them to go long. Headed down to Gow. Tries a clever ball forward. Here's Hammill who shoots! It's an opening goal for Blackpool in the West Lancashire derby, and it's youngster Adam Hammill who scores his first ever Blackpool goal. Against the run of play, you have to say, but the home fans are delighted by that. It's Blackpool 1, Preston 0. Adam Hammill gets the goal, and he looks absolutely delighted by it. Hammill is a player who is tipped for big things in his career. He signed a new 3-year deal just last year with Liverpool, but has been allowed out on loan this season with Blackpool, and he shows what he can do there with that great strike from just inside the penalty area. Nothing that Andy Lonergan could do with that, and Preston find themselves behind early on. Camara's header. Camara has to backtrack. Brown is charging after him. Camara comes forward now. Preston win it back. Mellor's charging after it. Defender Edwards hacks it away. Evatt helps him out by putting it out for a throw-in. Chaplow plays it left. Callum Davidson in towards the feet of Wallace. Preston plucky at the moment, but unable to find a killer ball in towards the box as Southern now comes forward for the home side. Blackpool looking dangerous. It's the goal scorer Adam Hammill. Crosses in towards the penalty area. Scooped clear. Hamill's the target again on the left-hand side, but that ball won't reach him, and it will be a goal kick. Adam Hammill looking lively down the left-hand side. A threat for Preston at the moment. His goal, the first in this fixture for more than 270 minutes. We're at Bloomfield Road. Goals have been rare, but we've had an early one here. As Jorgensen tries to push his weight around, Hammill loses out. So Hammill will get there ahead of Sedgwick. Right-footed Sedgwick plays it forward, but Mellor won't be able to reach that. Burgess is the target. So Ledger got there first. Billy Jones can't pick out a teammate though. Barker back to his goalkeeper. Callum Davidson. Brown's flick on, can't find Mellor. Wallace putting pressure on. It's Callum Davidson who has defending to do. Wayne Brown will go across. Wayne Brown keeping his place in the back line this afternoon at the expense of Mawene, who is only on the bench. Blackpool find themselves with a ball forward. St. Ledger commanding in the air. St. Ledger with more defending to do as Jones and Wayne Brown rather get in each other's way. Mellor on the halfway line. Scrappy period of play in the game at the moment, with neither side really getting hold of the ball and trying to put a period of possession together. Preston will have the free kick. Billy Jones back at right back this afternoon, plays it forward. Chaplow does well to turn. Brown trying to hold off defenders. Sedgwick on the right-hand side. Delivers in towards the penalty area. Jones wins the throw-in, despite the appeals for a foul from the home fans. Sedgwick. Unable to do anything with that, with only a small amount of room to work with. Camara doing his defensive duties well. Camara is here on loan from Derby. He's keeping Danny Coyd out of the side at the moment, who is still Blackpool's longest serving player. He's not involved in the squad this afternoon though. Rachubka plays the ball forward. Gow just slipped as he tried to turn and run onto that. Andy Lonergan is in control though. C.Brown doing what he does well, trying to hold up the ball. Sedgwick on the volley. An opportunity there for Chris Sedgwick, who knows where the back of the net is, but that was always going to be difficult, falling to him on the volley from outside the penalty area. And right-footed, he could only drag it wide of the post, which would have been a pleasing sight for Paul Rachubka. "16 minutes on the clock here at Bloomfield Road. Adam Hammill's early goal, the difference between the two sides. Sedgwick sliding in for the ball, gets the decision. Chaplow's lost out. Adam Hammill. Jorgensen as Barker overlapping. Jorgensen gets the ball back. Unable to pick out his man now. Alan Irvine having plenty to think about early on, finding his side a goal behind. Jones on the halfway line. W.Brown retrieves. Davidson looks down the line. Good defending though from Blackpool. Gow looking for Burgess. Hamill's free on the left-hand side. Gow with some nice touches. Burgess. Here's Jorgensen, lines up the shot. Andy Lonergan angry with his defenders on that occasion. Blackpool again coming close, but from distance this time, unable to find the target. Jones in front of the travelling fans, takes the throw. So Ledger letting the ball bounce, but in command, keeping Alan Gow quiet. Mellor making Blackpool play it. Ball sent up high. Callum Davidson tries to win it. Hammill giving chase once more. Billy Jones coming across well. Covering for his defensive colleagues. Able to play the ball out. Parkin now with the throw. Needs some support. Blackpool still looking dangerous. Hammill. Camara's on the overlap. Here comes the delivery, blocked by Sedgwick, behind for a corner kick. Blackpool linking up well down the left-hand side. Hammill prepares to take the corner kick. Lonergan punches, clears the danger for the time being at least. Southern in some space. Hammill, right-footed. Had Andy Lonergan worried there for a split second as Hammill, I think, was looking for the cross in towards the penalty area. Lonergan, just for a split second, worried that it might loop over him and leave him embarrassed, but Hammill, in the end, seeing the ball go out for a goal kick. Sedgwick. Bank of Blackpool players line up defensively. Brown towards Chaplow. Here's Billy Jones. Good sliding challenge. Sedgwick on the right-hand side. Appeals for handball. It's Camara, but Preston will settle for the corner kick. Ross Wallace will go across to take it. Front of the home support. Wallace delivers. Deep. Rachubka able to stop it on the line and ease the danger. Preston causing problems from that corner kick, but now they're back on the back foot. Here's Gow. Shots takes a deflection, and that took the pace and power off the ball, made it easy for Andy Lonergan, who wastes no time in sending it forward. Wallace loses out. Hammill takes over, not afraid to shoot. The referee gives a free kick for a foul by Paul McKenna. It's in another dangerous position. Adam Hammill has already tested Andy Lonergan in the early stages of this game with a free kick from this kind of range. You would think that Adam Hammill would be favoured to hit this one. Preston lining up a defensive wall on the edge of the penalty area. Hammill is one of the 4 Blackpool players over it. Southern is there too. The referee making sure the Preston wall are back the full 10 yards. It's Southern who strikes it this time. Hits the wall, back in towards the penalty area. Burgess tries to flick it on, St. Ledger clears. Mellor. Wallace is in front of him. Mellor uses Callum Davidson instead. Here's McKenna, the captain. Feels of man on, but Preston still have it. Delivered in towards the penalty area, headed away. Sedgwick. Chaplow is there, looking to try and make something for his side, but in the end Sean Parker does his defensive duties well and secures the goal kick. Blackpool have been struggling on home turf in recent weeks. They've only managed one win in their last 5 home games, and their defensive record has been leaky to say the least. It's been a real struggle for Simon Grayson to help his side get any clean sheets. Preston will be looking to try and expose any defensive shortcomings in the remainder of this game. Still a long way to go as Blackpool press once more. Callum Davidson defending, sees it out. We're at the halfway stage of this first half. Barker with the throw-in. Men to aim at in the box. So, good throw. Lonergan's come and missed it. C.Brown manages to clear in the right place at the right time. Jittery moments for Andy Lonergan in this first half. Hammill, the goal scorer, shrugs off Billy Jones. But the referee blows for a free kick, Blackpool's way. Hammill will presumably take it from this left-hand side. Burgess will be a target in the penalty area. Hamill's delivery, in towards the box it goes, scooped clear. Lonergan comes and punches this time, and finds Chaplow. Preston play it clear. Rachubka inside the penalty area with a poor clearance. Chaplow first time. Would have been an audacious effort from Richard Chaplow, latching onto the goalkeeper's error, but Richard Chaplow unable to loft the ball over the defence and into the open net. Ball to Rachubka, let off on that occasion. Head of Burgess, W.Brown can clear, puts it straight out for a throw-in though. Alan Irvine issuing instructions alongside Rob Kelly from the technical area. Still over a quarter of an hour to go to the break, and still things can change before the half-time team talk. Barker with this throw. He's got a long throw in the locker. So Ledger helps it clear. Hammill. That would have been a fine effort from Adam Hammill, whose confidence is obviously sky high, having scored his first ever Blackpool goal. And he wasn't far away at all with that effort either. Super strike. Fortunately, just wide. Brown trying to hold the ball up, Barker defending, Brown is again there. Callum Davidson fighting for the ball. McKenna. Good ball by Mellor. Here's Jones. Still going, Billy Jones! The goalkeeper just about getting away with it. Billy Jones looking for his 3rd goal of the season. linking up really well with Neal Mellor, continued his run forward, and Rachubka just about putting it behind for a corner kick, but he didn't look comfortable. Wallace with the corner kick. Hammill's touch just lets him down. Brown goes down and wins the free kick. Preston sensing momentum is going their way. Southern heads that free kick away. Chaplow picks up the loose ball. Mellor with the header. Rachubka happy enough to let the ball pass the post. Neal Mellor, though, is a threat in the air. And, maybe that cross was just a little bit too high for him. He wasn't able to get on top of it. But it looked agonisingly close towards goal in any case. He's already got 6 goals this season, has Neal Mellor. On the prowl for more. Camara on the halfway line. Southern is forced back. Preston again still harrying. Alan Gow unable to fathom a way forward. In the end he loses out. The Scottish striker. Southern and Brown missed that in the air. Sedgwick gets it from Mellor. Rob Edwards just nods it back to his keeper, Rachubka, who's had a few worrying moments in this first half. Most notably that save from Billy Jones a few moments ago. Here he is, right-footed Jones plays it forward. Brown was in some space there. Camara. Jones heads the ball out into the Preston fans. Ledger towers above his man. Wallace on the left-hand side. Wallace again. Davidson. Blackpool looking strong defensively, difficult for Preston to break down. Chaplow loses out this time. Jones will give chase. Always going to be difficult though for Billy Jones to keep that in play from McKenna. Free kick goes Preston's way this time. St. Ledger fouled. Preston get on with it quickly. Jones. Chris Brown taken out there. Chaplow a bit too quick for his own good though. Plays the ball behind Wallace, he apologises. Barker will have the throw in though. Both these sides going into this fixture level on points in the championship table. Preston 1 place above the Seasiders in 14th place. Always eagerly awaited ties between these two West Lancashire sides. And it's been a perfect afternoon for football at Bloomfield Road. The sun is still out, it's a clear afternoon. Autumnal weather. And so far it's Blackpool who hold the advantage out there on the pitch. Adam Hammill's strike on 10 minutes, separating the two sides. Preston looking for a way back into it before the break. Less than 10 minutes to go. Wallace. Can't find Brown or Mellor. Barker heads it away. Gow won't reach it. Chaplow will chest it down. Hooked clear for a throw-in. Preston have had plenty of the ball in these kind of areas, but Blackpool have been stubborn and resistant in defence. Callum Davidson with a long ball in towards the box. Flicked on, but Rachubka gets there first from C.Brown's flick on. Ledger beating Burgess in the air, who looked none too pleased not to have been given a free kick from the referee Mike Dean. Lonergan never really worried about that long-range effort. Would have been a spectacular goal had it gone in, but the odds were always stacked against it. Lonergan with the goal kick. Brown muscled out of it in the Blackpool sandwich. Billy Jones playing the ball forward, and it just hit Adam Hammill on the side of the head. Goes out for a throw-in. Lonergan gets it back from W.Brown. Jones looks down the line. Camara sees it out of play with interest. Preston will come forward. The ball boys not keen to give the ball back to Billy Jones. He has got one now though. Needs some support. Here's Mellor, turns his man well, but he was just tackled in the process. Preston win the throw-in though, Jones doing well. Sedgwick with Camara at his back. Tries to fend off Hammill and then just caught him after the ball had gone. Adam Hammill has been impressive in his display so far this afternoon. Marking it with a goal and doing well in the physical matchup of the game for a 20-year-old. Looks a good prospect, as we've already mentioned. Rachubka with the free kick now for the home side. Burgess looking for Gow, who tried to take the ball down. But, W.Brown watching on, happy to let it go out. Sedgwick in towards the penalty area. Rachubka not able to reach it. Rob Edwards clearing. Wallace controls well. Blackpool still recovering at the back. Wallace delivers. The ball not quite falling to Neal Mellor. The move's not over. Jones. Blackpool still can't clear. Wallace gets it back on the left-hand side. Preston have men in the box. Wallace delivers. Brown on the back stick goes down. Looks to the referee. Camara will clear the ball away, but Mike Dean was never really looking like to have given the penalty, despite Chris Brown's appeals. St. Ledger. Brown. Jones with a ball that almost turned out to be a good one for Neal Mellor. Preston win the throw-in. Less than 5 minutes to go to half-time. Preston just ending the half in the stronger position. Jones crosses in, headed away. Camara got the final touch. Preston with another set piece as half-time approaches. Wallace will deliver. Bodies going flying in. Sean St. Ledger, I think, was the nearest man to it. Wallace has got quality when he delivers in towards the penalty area, but so far this afternoon, Preston unable to make anything of those balls in towards the box. Sums up the story of the first half so far, as some fans decide to make their way for a half-time cup of tea. Blackpool play it forward. Jorgensen to Southern. Camara closed down by Sedgwick. Lost out to Mellor. Billy Jones. Preston being put under pressure here, but Brown has got some time. Callum Davidson. Wallace gives chase. Brown will get there first. Wallace hadn't continued his run forward though. Gow putting Wayne Brown under pressure. Lonergan is able to clear. Chris Brown chests it down. Then he's tackled by Southern. Barker will try and run forward. Preston will want to keep it tight for the final few minutes before the break. Alan Irvine will be thinking about what he's got to say to his team at half-time. Blackpool with the long throw. Lonergan just happy to see the ball fly over. Blackpool causing problems with that long throw. Keith Southern with the opportunity. Lonergan a full stretch, but I think he always felt that was going to go over. Ball just hit Neal Mellor there as he tried to battle for it. Out for a throw-in. Jorgensen takes a deflection off Mellor. Camara throws it long. Hammill unable to win that particular duel. Jones with the throw in. McKenna. Is there one last chance before the break for Preston? Wallace. He's got Callum Davidson on the left-hand side. He finds him eventually. Scott crosses. Falls to Hammill on the edge of the penalty area. He tries to get away from Mellor. The ref says play on. Sedgwick. Mellor on the right-hand side. Oh, he's taken out as Jones tries to retrieve it. Still the ball's not dead. Mellor trying to run forward in towards the penalty area. And Blackpool just about survive. Mellor and Jones causing problems. The referee playing advantage, letting Preston continue with it. But as we go to the break, it's Blackpool who are going to have the advantage at half-time, thanks to a first ever goal for young Adam Hammill. Inside 10 minutes, striking from around the edge of the penalty area. Nothing really that Andy Lonergan could do, as Hammill got his first goal of the season to put the home side ahead. Preston's best chance of this first half has fallen to Billy Jones, linking up well with Neal Mellor down the right-hand side. Jones advanced forward in towards the penalty area, got his shot away and forced Rachubka to just about claw it behind for a corner kick. That was the closest that Preston came to finding an equaliser, but it's Blackpool who will be the happier side at half-time. It's Adam Hamill's goal who's the difference. Half-time here at Bloomfield Road. It's Blackpool 1, Preston North End 0. Welcome back to Bloomfield Road for the start of the second half. It's Blackpool who are ahead of the break, but they're not used to converting these kind of leading positions into 3 points of late. They've only managed one win in the last 5, but crucially they've only kept one clean sheet here all season. That was against Barnsley. So Preston have got a second half to try and turn it around. Here's a ball in towards the box. Brown going up for it, wins the early corner kick. No changes at the break for either side. Will there be a change in the flow of the game with Blackpool holding the lead in the first half? Here comes the delivery in towards the box, headed away. McKenna, who took the corner kick, will leave the throw-in to Callum Davidson. Brown heads it in towards the penalty area. Gow holds it up, fights off McKenna but can't get away from Chaplow. Mellor, Brown, Chaplow looking to create some problems, takes the throw in. Alan Irvine would have had plenty to say to his side at half-time. As the ball is played in towards the penalty area, hacked away. Brown tried to hit it first time from just outside the penalty area, but Chris Brown not quite able to get the right connection, and it goes out for a goal kick. Alan Irvine will desperately love to have a result this afternoon against such bitter rivals. There's normally plenty of talking points when these two sides meet. last time Preston won here back in 1992. It was a dramatic 3-2 scoreline. Tony Ellis getting a hat-trick for North End to earn bragging rights that day. So far, Adam Hammill is the toast of the Seasiders with his goal early on in the first half. Preston with a throw-in. Callum Davidson, who's making back-to-back starts in the league, having made his first appearance in 9 last week against Norwich. Rachubka, McKenna in the air. Callum Davidson successfully avoiding the ball as it falls dangerously close to him. And settles for the throw-in. Burgess and Gow trying to link up. It's Chaplow who manages to intercept though. Jones looking for Mellor. Chaplow is again challenged for the ball. Taylor-Fletcher towards Gow. Shifts to Hammill on the left-hand side. The live wire. Camara is in support. Gow manages to reach it inside the penalty area. I'm not quite sure how, but fortunately Preston had men back to cover. Lonergan will have the goal kick. Preston's last away win was back on the opening day, winning 1-0 at Ipswich. It's a tall order at the moment with time ticking by in this second half, but Preston showed their comeback ability last week against Norwich, with Brown putting Preston ahead early on, but Norwich came roaring back to go 2-1 ahead, and then Mellor equalised with 10 minutes to go. So plenty of character in this Preston lineup. Brown and Mellor trying to fight for it. Camara sends the ball away, quickly retrieved by Rob Kelly. Brown putting Rachubka under pressure there, making him bowl the ball out eventually. Camara's in trouble, but he goes back to Rachubka for help. Preston coming forward now, Chaplow. Here's Neal Mellor. Rachubka comes out well, and Neal Mellor is thwarted by the Blackpool keeper. An opportunity though for Mellor, who knows that was a good chance. But the Blackpool defence and goalkeeper Rachubka not happy with the challenge, and well, he's gone out for a goal kick, and Neal Mellor will feel that that was a good chance. Mellor restored to the starting lineup this afternoon, one of 3 changes for Alan Irvine. He alongside Richard Chaplow and Chris Sedgwick, 3 players given the nod ahead of Elliott, Nicholson and Mawene, who are all on the bench and waiting in the wings to come on. Burgess goes up for it, Hammill is chasing after it. Jones just knocks it back though to Lonergan. Blackpool have a man down. Lonergan plays on anyway, Brown is chasing after it. Preston playing on, Sedgwick to McKenna. Doesn't reach the penalty area. Paul McKenna. Not much room to work with. Rachubka will clear the ball. It goes out for a Preston throw-in. Jones waits. Gow is thwarted by Sean St. Ledger. W.Brown, the experienced cool head on at the back, tries to pick out Wallace. Now Brown, got to be careful, plays it out towards Wallace on the left-hand side. He takes a touch. Wallace delivers. And there's the goal! It's Brown. Preston North End find the equaliser. Wallace with a delivery from the left-hand side. It was pinpoint for Brown. And he is delighted with that strike. Simple as you like. Preston are back on level terms. It's Blackpool 1, Preston 1. Just what Preston needed at just the right time. Brown's second goal in as many games. And Preston will feel, with 35 minutes remaining, that they can build on this. McKenna. Was he caught? Referee says play on. Here's Brown, wins it back. Wallace cuts inside. Callum Davidson crosses. Camara puts it behind. Blackpool are on the rack at the moment. Wallace will take the corner kick. We mentioned that he was a threat from set pieces and crosses into the box in the first half. That's exactly what he was in the build-up to the goal. Here's the corner kick. Rachubka comes and claims. Rachubka almost losing the ball there in the bounce, but he plays it safely towards Camara. Jorgensen is being closed down, but helps it out anyway. Southern. This game has got an edge about it now. Mellor tries to keep it in, but he's unable to do so on that occasion. Well, the early reply in this second half would have been just what Alan Irvine would have been saying to his players at half-time. Brown, the man to score it. It's been quite a week for him, scoring against his former side Norwich last week, and now a goal against Preston's most fiercest rivals, Blackpool. And, well, he was crucial in the Preston escape from relegation last season. He's back to full fitness, shows what he can do. Here's Jorgensen for Blackpool. They aren't to be written off just yet. Sean St. Ledger. McKenna clears. Sedgwick. Mellor again. Southern helps it away. W.Brown. Brown. Trying to play in Wallace, settles for the throw. Brown tries to pull it across the face of goal. Wins a corner kick off Rob Edwards, who will be a busy man in this last half hour. McKenna now with the corner kick. Wallace is there too. Preston fans in full voice. McKenna's delivery. Again, Rachubka is able to reach it. He bowls the ball out too. Blackpool coming forward, Chaplow giving chase. Hammill running at the defence, looking to cause problems. In towards the penalty area, he's still going. Chaplow does just about enough, under the watchful eye of the referee. Now Mellor tries to go past his man. Brown will mop up and find Sedgwick. Mellor turns. The game's suddenly a lot more open now as Chaplow tries to rein his shot in on goal. Ball came off Ben Burgess, but it hasn't got out of play. Gow has had a quiet afternoon by his standards, testament to Preston's defensive work. Preston have got to turn defence into attack here with this defensive throw-in. Jorgensen just clears the ball up in the air. He's more used to playing on the wing is Jorgensen, but he's got a more central role this afternoon in the Blackpool midfield. And cue the changes now for Blackpool, with Simon Grayson bringing off Alan Gow, and will bring the Scottish striker off early. Stephen Kabba is going to come on, so it's Gow off and Camara on as Simon Grayson tries to turn things around. Here's Kabba trying to run after this now. Preston see it out. Southern. Was caught there. Free kick to the home side. Hammill will look after proceedings. Blackpool 1, Preston 1. Hamill's delivery. Lonergan does well. Takes the ball and eases the danger. Comfortable goalkeeping. Kabba, rather hopeful ball forward, hoping to find Big Ben Burgess. He's got 18 goals in his Blackpool career over 3 seasons, 6 this season. He is a threat. He may look a bit ungainly at times, but he's certainly a threat up there, leading the line for Blackpool. He's got a new strike partner with Kabba, who himself has got a couple of goals this season. Here are the two of them trying to link up. Southern, though, clears. Preston come forward. Men roaming forward at pace. Mellor is one of them. Gets a throw-in off Camara. Sedgwick takes it quickly. Jones, left-footed. Decent ball, no one had gambled. Mellor, not quite sure what he was trying to do there. It was acrobatic though. McKenna goes sliding in, and he doesn't get the ball. The referee blows up for a free kick. It was always going to be a 50-50 challenge there, and the Blackpool man has come off worse. And McKenna is being spoken to. It's Sean Barker who is left up on the floor, slowly gets to his feet now, and Mike Dean giving McKenna a ticking off, but as yet no sign of a yellow card. Sensible refereeing there. Rachubka with the free kick. Easy for Sean St. Ledger. Southern tries to help it back in. McKenna gets it away. McKenna a second time. Sends it into the Blackpool half. Edwards and Rachubka able to combine. Jones couldn't reach Brown. Blackpool come away with it. It's Hammill. Kabba's to his left, appeals for offside. And the assistant, Julia obliges with the flag. Preston's line remained intact. Kabba was caught in an offside position. Lonergan will have the free kick. St. Ledger plays it square. Blackpool just retreating. Chaplow runs onto this. Here's Wallace. Delivers in towards the box. Brown was in there, making a nuisance of himself. Chaplow. Preston playing confident stuff at the moment as Chaplow and Callum Davidson try to release Wallace. They get the throw in. Callum Davidson's throw. Headed away. Chaplow back to Callum Davidson. Brown is the target man. He's trying to flick it on, hoping that a teammate was around the back. Rachubka sends it forward. Burgess is the man who loses out to Wayne Brown. Keith Southern. Now Camara. Preston have the throw. Take it quickly. McKenna. Kabba just caught St. Ledger there, to the frustration of the away fans, but play goes on. Rachubka. Wayne Brown. Callum Davidson picks out Wallace. He could be the key in this second half for Preston if they can pick him out in some space. Callum Davidson tries to guide the ball forward. Wayne Brown slides in well. Good work. Beats Taylor-Fletcher to the ball. And now here's Wallace, pulling the strings for Preston and coming forward. Brown's in some space. Chaplow on the edge of the penalty area. Preston building nicely. Callum Davidson crosses to the far post. Mellor! Neal Mellor scored! Preston take the lead! And that's exactly what it means to Neal Mellor to score in the West Lancashire derby. The travelling fans mob him. It's his 7th goal of the season. And you could say it was coming as well. Blackpool 1, Preston 2. Both strikers for Preston this afternoon on the score sheet, and they've turned it around since half-time. Neal Mellor is shown a yellow card for his celebrations. but I'm sure he won't feel too bad about that. And while the travelling fans are in full voice, the rest of Bloomfield Road is eerily quiet as Lonergan is forced to make a save. Then Burgess, the threat. Brown. Callum Davidson plays it forward. C.Brown takes the touch. It's been a super turnaround from Preston North End in this second half. Every player stepping up their game, and the strikers weighing in with the goals. Brown. Callum Davidson picks out Chaplow, tries to pull the ball back. Mellor again. Rachubka just about able to gather the ball. Here's Kabba, tackled by Sean St. Ledger. Chaplow. Callum Davidson, who played a big part in that second goal. C.Brown to Neal Mellor. Here's Wallace in towards the penalty area. Good challenge from Edwards. Still the ball's not clear though. It is eventually now. Preston are flying at the moment, going forward with real menace. Brave header from Billy Jones. Southern. Will feel justified in his selection ahead of the kick-off, making 3 changes and bringing back Neal Mellor alongside C.Brown. Both men on the score sheet, and with the likes of John Parkin and Stephen Elliott on the bench, competition for places is really hotting up, particularly in the forward roles. Here's Billy Jones now for Preston, in towards the penalty area. He goes down, but referee Mike Dean only points to a goal kick. Rachubka takes that goal kick. Mellor in the air is the target. Jorgensen just heads it out. Taylor-Fletcher steps away from Callum Davidson, plays a 1-2 with Kabba, gives it back to him. Kabba is tackled by Callum Davidson. He still has the ball though. Barker crosses. Burgess is the target. Preston able to head it away, only as far as Jorgensen. Hammill has Camara overlapping. Hammill crosses in towards the box. Burgess with the header. Fine save by Lonergan. Good work by the Preston goalkeeper. He deserved that bit of luck, having made the save, and then the follow-up just hitting him from Southern. Andy Lonergan doing well there. Burgess was the target man. He managed to get the ball down. Lonergan went in there immediately, and well, Southern was left to feel the after effects. But now there's going to be a double change for Simon Grayson, with Lee Hendrie ready to come on, and also Stephen McPhee. 2 players being readied. First one to come off is going to be Gary Taylor-Fletcher, who has had a fairly quiet game by his standards. So Taylor-Fletcher will make his way off. Keith Southern is going to be the third and final change of the afternoon, with Stephen McPhee coming on. Sedgwick is getting some words of instruction from the bench, but that's it now for Simon Grayson with his changes. Stephen McPhee and Lee Hendrie coming on. McPhee's not started a game this season, not got on the score sheet either, but he is a striker by trade. And he will be an added goal threat. And, well, everyone will remember Lee Hendrie from his time in the Premier League with Aston Villa, most notably. And he's plying his trade now here at Bloomfield Road. And will be operating in the middle of the park in Keith Southern's position. Lonergan with the goal kick now for Preston, with 15 minutes left on the clock. Here's Chaplow, brought down on the edge of the penalty area. Mike Dean produces a yellow card for the challenge. That's right on the edge of the box. Chaplow has made such a difference to the Preston North End side since his return. It was notable last week against Norwich, and he, alongside Sedgwick in midfield, have added a different dimension to Preston, and with the goal-scoring form of C.Brown and Neal, it's why Preston are in a good position at the moment, holding a lead, and they could extend their lead now with this free kick. Strike towards goal, takes a deflection, and eventually cleared. Wasn't convincing though from Blackpool, as they try to come forward now. Running in towards the penalty area. Mike Dean doesn't give a free kick for that challenge. Neal could hit them on the counter-attack there. He just holds up play, plays a dangerous ball across field, but he wasn't made to pay. St. Ledger looking for Mellor this time. He stays on his feet. Play goes on. Mellor crosses in towards the penalty area, just too far ahead of Wallace, who pulls it back anyway. Brown! That will seal the 3 points to Preston North End this afternoon. It's C.Brown with his second of the afternoon. And it's delight for the travelling Preston North End fans, who go wild. And what a second half this is turning out to be. Preston will get their first win here since 1992 on a famous day at Bloomfield Road. It's Blackpool 1, Preston 3. Well, Mellor and Wallace were involved again, and Brown was there to supply the finishing touch. And, well, Blackpool fans will sense that it's too much for them to do now in the final quarter of an hour. Many of them heading towards the exit gates. Here is Hammill, though, the man who started the afternoon so well for them. And, well, he sarcastically applauds the referee, and quite rightly gets himself a yellow card. It's a free kick. Jorgensen and Hammill stand over it. Looks like Jorgensen is going to be the man to take it. Preston need to keep it tight now for the next couple of minutes or so with this 2-goal advantage. Jorgensen crosses, the heads go up, and it came off a Blackpool man last. It was Evatt on the back stick. And goes out for a goal kick, and now all of a sudden the Blackpool ball boys, who were slow to give Preston the ball in the first half, can't get it to them quick enough. And Lonergan will be as delighted as anyone to see Brown and Mellor get on the score sheet in this second half and avenge that early goal from Hammill. And well, we mentioned that Blackpool's defence has been leaking goals, and it's shown exactly that kind of form in this second half. Davidson heads it forward, Brown brings it down. He's on a hat-trick now, of course, with 10 minutes, just more, still to go. Three goals in 2 games now for Chris Brown. The stats are getting better and better for him, and it's such good news for him as well, who was really in the down in the dumps at the start of the season when he picked up an injury pre-season against Everton, and that hampered his start to the season. But he's back in the starting lineup, and he's back amongst the goals as well. And well, he's certainly been one of Alan Irvine's most effective signings in his tenure as Preston North End manager. And well, Chris Brown has written his name into Preston folklore this afternoon too, with 2 goals here at Bloomfield Road. Chaplow plays it forward. Parkin. McPhee turns away from his man. Here's Kabba, back to McPhee. Closed down by Chaplow. Hammill. Cuts inside on his right foot. Hammill! Well, part of the ground had thought Adam Hammill had scored, but it hit the stanchion behind the goal. Was wide of Andy Lonergan's goal, who was at full stretch, but Adam Hammill not able to find his second goal of the afternoon and set up a grandstand finish. Jones with the throw. Camara heads it away. Jorgensen plays it to Hendrie, who's closed down by Chaplow. Everton Camara have to backtrack. Preston putting more pressure on Blackpool, rather inviting them onto them. McPhee with a strong header. Here's Ben Burgess now for Blackpool. He's got players to his left and right. Burgess goes alone, takes a deflection. Just flicked up off the back of Sean St. Ledger, and it was easy for Andy Lonergan. Kabba running forward, tackled well by Chaplow. Hendrie picks up the pieces. Jorgensen, referee lets play go on. That sums up the second half performance for Blackpool from Jorgensen. Long range effort, never really on target, took a deflection, will be a corner kick. Blackpool able to load the penalty area. Here comes the delivery, bodies go up. Lonergan punches clear. Hendrie. Anxious moments for Preston at the back here. Jorgensen again. The ball's deflecting all over the place, and the referee's blown up for a free kick. And it's gone Preston's way. Well, Preston will now surely just try and run down the clock with less than 8 minutes to go. Just tick down the minutes to the full-time whistle, which will be greeted with Preston cheers all over Lancashire as Lonergan plays the ball forward. Burgess tries to flick it on. Chaplow retrieves though. Callum Davidson has it. McPhee to Barker. Callum Davidson plays the ball back off Barker for a Preston throw-in. Good work from the wily old Scot. Callum Davidson's throw. Here's Brown. W.Brown heads it down. McPhee plays it forward. Deflection takes it into the path of Kabba. But he doesn't win the foul or the throw-in from the assistant on that side in front of the Preston fans. You can see the heavy police presence between these two sets of fans. Camara finds Hammill, who started off the game so brightly but has rather faded out as the game's progressed, much as Blackpool's challenge has in this second half. It's been a remarkable turnaround, but as soon as that goal came from C.Brown, his first of the afternoon, confidence seemed to flow through the Preston side, and as Preston's confidence grew, Blackpool's resilience faded, and the nerves and the jitters started to show at the back. Blackpool give the ball away, it's McKenna. Neal Mellor loses out. Then Burgess in the air, W.Brown beats him to it. Billy Jones sends the ball upfield. Evatt brings it down. Wallace is still chasing Barker, who plays a 1-2 with McPhee. Ben Burgess trying to be a bit too clever for his own good there. Ends up with embarrassment. And Lonergan will take his time. Well, the game's come thick and fast for Preston North End. The next game on the fixture list is at Deepdale against Barnsley, the side who Alan Irvine was scouting for himself yesterday. And, well, that should be a cracking game. They normally are against Barnsley, so that will be one to look forward to next Saturday. And, well, confidence will be high as well in the Preston squad this week. Training will be a little bit easier, I would imagine. And, well, there will be a real party atmosphere ahead of that Barnsley fixture. Rachubka plays it forward. McKenna heads it away. Brown nods it down. Wallace will try to keep it in play. We're into the final 5 minutes of normal time. Surely too much for Blackpool to do. Rachubka getting frustrated by C.Brown, and the referee shows C.Brown a yellow card. Rachubka takes the free kick himself. Burgess just about wins it. Evatt tries to knock it back, but Preston will intercept. McKenna plays the ball to the corner. W.Brown heads it away. Now for a throw in. Time for a change for Alan Irvine, and Neal Mellor is the man who makes way. It's his first start in 6 games, and he's marked it with his 7th goal of the season, and he earns loud applause from the travelling fans for his contribution this afternoon, and he will come off for a well-earned rest as Alan Irvine shakes his hand and sends on his replacement. And it'll be a good afternoon's work for Neal Mellor as Blackpool try to combine. Brown tries to win this ball, but Blackpool still have it. Hammill is tackled by Wallace, out for a throw-in. Throw is into the box, but headed away by Wallace, who didn't get the best of contacts with it. Late pressure here by the home side. Hammill with the corner kick. Over the head of everyone, and it falls to Brown. Brown will play it down the line sensibly for Chaplow. Stephen Elliott is calling for it as Chaplow switched it to the left-hand side. Elliott takes a touch. Elliott was caught there, but the referee having a word with the offending Blackpool man, and Hendrie is to be shown the yellow card next by the looks of it. Mike Dean duly obliges, and it's not been a happy afternoon for Hendrie, having seen his side lose the half-time lead and be totally outplayed in this second half. Callum Davidson plays it forward, Sedgwick is chasing after it, Jorgensen just about clears, Hendrie helps it away. Kabba tackled by Callum Davidson. Not too long to go now. Rachubka plays it forward. Burgess is the target. Sean St. Ledger beats him to it, as he has done so often this afternoon. Chaplow shakes off his man, looks for Wallace. Elliott is making all the running up front. Wallace goes alone in towards the penalty area. The ball's ricocheting around and goes out for a throw-in. Elliott into the corner flag, trying to eat up the clock. Edwards clears, only as far as Chaplow. Brown just knocks it back to Billy Jones, who's in some space. He'll play it down the line. Brown will hold it up, try and flick it infield. Preston fans are ready to celebrate here at Bloomfield Road. Preston have almost done it as Blackpool play the long ball forward, but that will be fruitless for them. Andy Lonergan will be relaxed as he gets ready for the goal kick, and well, as you can see in the background, plenty of the home fans have seen enough and are heading for the exits. And well, we're deep into added time. There can only be seconds left as Lonergan takes the goal kick. Brown to Wallace. He loses out. Hendrie comes forward, trying to find Kabba. Here's Ben Burgess. Andy Lonergan drops down safely to his left-hand side to thwart Ben Burgess in Blackpool's final effort of the game. Preston North End have done it at Bloomfield Road. A tale of two halves have seen Alan Irvine's side claim their first victory here since 1992, and they did it in fine style as well. Adam Hammill got things off and running for the home side in fine form with a good goal on 10 minutes. But then, after the turnaround, when Alan Irvine had had strong words with his side, it was the three-star Preston performance to win the 3 points. Brown got things off with a good header from a pinpoint Ross Wallace cross. Then Neal Mellor did the same from a Callum Davidson cross down the left-hand side to put Preston 2-1 ahead. And then that man, Chris Brown, sealed the afternoon with his second of the afternoon. He couldn't really miss, but the joy was there for all to see. And inside Bloomfield Road, all the celebrating is coming from the travelling Preston fans, who will have a very happy trip home down the M55 tonight. The celebrations have only just begun. It's a famous result and a memorable victory. Full-time score from Bloomfield Road. It's finished Blackpool 1, Preston North End 3.
Gents, first of all, well done this afternoon. The Derby Day heroes. Come to you first, Chris. You must be delighted with a brace this afternoon. Yeah, it was good. Results the most important thing. It's a tough place to come in. I thought the lads were outstanding. And Neal, you seem to be enjoying yourself. You've scored again this afternoon. Both of you are firing on all cylinders at the moment.
Yeah, it was nice. The manager gave me the nod today, and obviously played with the big man a bit last season, and we had a good little partnership. So nice that we both scored last weekend and this week, and I think the fans enjoyed it more than us, but it was fantastic.
And just looking at the whole idea of the service this afternoon, lots of balls coming in from the wide angles. You guys must thrive on that sort of delivery. Yeah, I mean, we're both centre forwards. We love to score goals, so anything going in the box, we'll be fighting for any second pieces, like Brownie's second goal. I mean, Chappie's missed it and he's there on the spot to put it in, so it was a great positional play. Going back to you, Chris, obviously you scored last week against your old club and then today against the big rivals. Which goal was more satisfying?
I don't know, they're all satisfying. I mean, when you come back from injury and stuff, you just want to get back playing, and goals are a bonus. So when it goes in, it's the same feeling every time you hit the back of the net, and I think it made it more special today, being a local derby and stuff, and it means a lot to the fans, as Mel says. So I think today's was a lot better.
Big result for confidence as well in terms of kicking on, particularly away from home. Now we've got that monkey off our back.
Yeah, I think the second half performance shows what we can do. It was like two different teams out there. We seem to make the pitch a lot bigger and get people into better positions. And like I said, Ross has got 3 assists from the left wing, putting 3 great balls in. So it was all good. It was a great performance.
Obviously you can only do this off the back of some good work at the back, and Neal, just a word for the defenders today. Did a sterling job.
Yeah, I mean, they've been terrific. I mean, we've worked all week on what Blackpool are about. I mean, they're quite a direct team, so we knew we were going to have to deal with a lot of the aerial threat, but I thought our defence, and certainly midfield as well, Chappie and McKenna just mopping up everything in front of the defence, were terrific, and it was an all-round good team performance, and the lads deserve a little pat on the back tonight, I think.
Alan, you sent a lot of people home with smiles on their faces this afternoon.
Yeah, and I'm delighted for them, obviously, as well as being delighted for everybody in the dressing room.
When you started out today, you obviously wanted to get a good result, but that's a fantastic result and gives you a platform.
It's a great result, yeah. It's a hard place to come. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you've got to be able to cope with the way that Blackpool put you under pressure when they're here, and we did that. First half we didn't play well. We probably got a bit wrapped up in the occasion rather than actually using our heads, and second half we showed a lot more composure on the ball, passed the ball well, and created some and scored some excellent goals.
Like you say, there was some passion in that first half, but not the sort of ability your side can show.
Yeah, it's important that you have that passion. It's a derby match. Everybody expects people to play with a lot of passion, determination, desire, commitment, courage. But those are all the things that that then you've got to be able to put aside when you get possession of the ball, and you have to play with your heart in a derby match, but you've got to play with your head as well, and we didn't play enough with our heads in the first half.
They'd obviously taken the lead quite early on with an excellent finish. What did you said going into half-time to the lads?
I said, well, I reminded them of the things that we've worked on this week, things that we weren't doing, and that was disappointing. But when we came out in the second half, we certainly remembered all of those things. As I say, the occasion sometimes sweeps players away, and it's difficult to play with your head and show enough composure when you're in the heat of the battle, which derby matches are first and foremost.
Seemed to play very much in their faces in the second half. Got about them, won the ball, but then did something with it and kept the ball quite well once we'd won it. Yeah,
possession changed hands far too quickly in the first half, and that doesn't suit us. We've got to make passes, and I think when we look at the stats, there'll be a massive difference between how many passes we made in the first half and how many we made in the second half.
One of those influential factors in the second half. The goals obviously came from his strikers, but Richard Chaplow in that second half really started to dominate possession and really started to spread the play and get everybody involved.
Yes, he did. You know, and Richard's been out for a long time, as everybody knows, and he's been trying to find his feet, and that'll be great for him today, especially the fact that he's got through the whole game. I'm not surprised about that, incidentally, because he's an incredibly fit lad.
For the second week in a row, both your strikers got on the score sheet as well. Their confidence has now got to be really high up.
Yeah, it's great. You obviously need your strikers to be scoring, and it's fantastic the return that they've given us in the last two games.
Equalising goal came from Ross Wallace, his cross from the left. When he got on the ball this afternoon, he looked extremely dangerous.
Yes, he did. We felt that Ross could be influential for us. And in the first half we didn't get him the ball enough times, but second half we got him on the ball a little bit better, and as you say, he did really well to create the first goal.
You've often said that you've put good balls into the box, you've put lots of crosses into the box. Again, you were doing that today from both sides, but today you showed that attacking quality to get in the right places to put those in the back of the net, and that was the difference.
Yes, it was, and we've talked long and hard with the strikers. I've shown them video things and so on as well. We've put a lot of emphasis on their positions and the movement in the box, and they've done that. They've got the rewards today, and hopefully they're completely convinced now that those are the right things to do.
For quite a few weeks now, the fans will talk about this one, have a smile on their faces, but at the end of the day it is just 3 points for you, but it can be a big 3 points. You've gone away to two difficult venues and come back with 4 points.
Yeah, it is a big 3 points, and it's a big 3 points obviously because of what it does for us in terms of the league position, what it does for us in terms of confidence, and you know, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was a big 3 points because it's a derby match and about how much it means to our fans. You know, they will go into work now this week with a great big smile on their faces, and they'll enjoy the bragging rights until the next derby comes along.
Competition for places you had today. There was a lot of players you could have selected, and I suppose that is only going to help you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important that you have your squad available. Everybody saw what we were able to do at the start of the season with a full squad to choose from, and hopefully we can do that again now with a full squad to choose from, or an almost full squad. So we'll see. I mean, obviously time will tell as far as that's concerned, but right now we're delighted that we've got strength and depth at this particular time.
How difficult was it to pick the side today?
It was very difficult. I've spent a long time thinking about it. I think I've said before that it probably takes the average fan about 2 minutes to pick the team, but there are so many things for you to consider when you're choosing a team. You know, and a big part of this job is managing players, and you've got to be right in their eyes about how you go about selecting your team as well. And there are a lot of hard decisions to be made, and there were for this game without any question. And the more players you've got available, the harder decisions you've got to make. But that's my job, and fortunately today I was able to pick a team which managed to win the game.
How do you use a high like today gives you during the week and in the run-up to next Saturday's home game? Well,
straight away the lads are going to come in with smiles on their faces anyway. We don't have to pick them up, and in actual fact, when people are feeling good about themselves, you can probably get a little bit more of detailed work done. You're not trying to lift them up and make them feel good about themselves. They already feel that, so you can probably be a little bit more critical of performances and things once people are feeling confident.
Finally, a comment for the 1700 here, another 1500 or so at Deepdale. There was plenty supporting you today as well. There's plenty more surely listening on all the different mediums, and they'll really enjoy this. Yeah,
I'm delighted for them, because it's been difficult for them, obviously, in the last number of weeks when obviously they got excited about how we started. And they were obviously looking forward to us competing at the top of the league. It's been difficult for many reasons since that early promise that we showed, but I'm delighted for them, first of all, that it wasn't raining and blowing a gale, because it was a horrible day for them last year, and delighted obviously that we managed to put in a really good performance in the second half.